So this morning, we've got a lot coming your way. We're going to be learning about a dinner featuring a local produce, coffee, and beer, highlighting the farm-to-table concept. First, we start with Samantha Rivera with a special introduction this morning. Samantha?
Good morning, Vicki. We are live from Daggett, where, like you said, the dinner and special event is happening this weekend. And here to tell us more about it is TV6's newest morning reporter, Aaron CAROTTA. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning, and it is a pleasure to start this off in style with you guys for the culinary adventure. We are at BELGIUMTOWN, and this weekend at 6 p.m. On Saturday, they're having a literally farm-to-table concept with a 5-course pairing. So we're going to taste some of the local difference, literally with some amazing chefs and guests coming up in the next half hour, and I think it's going to be an awesome treat. So back to you in the studio for the first time, I can actually say to you, Vicki.
Fantastic. Glad to have you aboard, Aaron, and we'll be catching up with you next hour. Well, the BELGIUMTOWN Bar and Restaurant is hosting a dinner and beer tasting on Saturday. This morning, Aaron CAROTTA joins us from Daggett to tell us more about this farm-to-table concept. Good morning and welcome aboard, Aaron.
Welcome and good morning to you, Vicki, and everyone else out there. It is a pleasure to start this off with a beer and wine tasting, and it's not the wine this time. It's actually a 5-course pairing with some food that's locally produced. I've got some special guests aside from this amazing meal that we're going to get to in a minute, but I'm going to start off with Alex. Alex, good morning. What is the event that we've got going on today?
Good morning. Well, we have a really wonderful locally focused beer dinner that we're doing with Barrel and Beam from the Marquette area. We're doing a 5-course pairing featuring not only, their brews, they're actually from this area, and that's kind of the great connection that we have, but we also really want to focus on all the local products that we have available here.
That is right, and it's this Saturday at 6 o'clock.
6 p.m.
The tickets are actually sold out, but you are offering and opening it up to the public from 4 to 6 prior. So for 2 hours beforehand, you get a chance to taste some of these local items. And I've also got Pam from BELGIUMTOWN, who is the co-owner of the location. Can you tell me a little bit about BELGIUMTOWN and how this place existed with all this history that I'm looking at?
We've been around. Personally, we've been here for 16 years, but the building and the whole community, it's been here since, the early 1900s. It's just been through a lot of changes, a lot of different owners, just a big part of the community.
A lot of different looks.
I can see that. Yeah. I literally can see that and feel it because there's a lot of animals hanging on the wall staring at me. And it's almost like they're mad that we're about ready to taste what we're going to taste. But let's talk about what we're going to taste. What do we have here?
So I wanted to showcase some of the things we're going to have the dinner. So we are featuring the smoked whitefish pate. That's going to be from Door County Whitefish, which is Rulo Brothers. They're from Stevenson. We're also going to be featuring some local cheeses at the end of the meal, which is a really great pairing with the Barrel and Beam brews. The brews are really wonderfully paired with intense cheeses. So we have a horseradish cheese. We also have a beer cheese. But then we also want to highlight some of the ingredients. We have I have a couple examples of.
I was just gonna say. I mean, I'm obviously, this is my first time in Michigan, but this is one of the most beautiful potatoes I've ever seen. If I had that option instead of the Idaho potato, I could make some amazing dishes, and I'm sure that's what you guys are gonna do.
So I wanted to be able to showcase some of the ways you can eat locally at home. So this is maybe, I like to call it the winter potato salad. More of your white potatoes. It's your mayo. One of the ways that you can dress that up is adding local honey to the top, which is a shelf-stable local product. But then here we have what is more of my favorite, that kind of springtime, which highlights these really wonderful locally grown potatoes. And then we also have some microgreens here, also grown in hoop houses. And look at how beautiful simple.
That is very simplistic. And up next, the only missing ingredient that we have missing is the chef herself. So in the next half hour, you'll come back and we will actually have the chef and an actual tasting in hand. But for now, I'm Aaron CAROTTA, live from Daggett, TV6 News.
That looks really delicious. Thank you very much, Aaron. Boy, I can hardly wait to try that.
Yeah, welcome to the UP. Those animals greeting you too.
Yes.
We are.
This coming weekend, BELGIUMTOWN Bar and Restaurant is part of a dinner and beer tasting highlighting the farm-to-table concept and celebrating the launch of a new brewery in Marquette County. TV6's Aaron CAROTTA joins us live to tell us more about it. Good morning again, Aaron.
Good morning, Andrew, and it is a wonderful sight over here. It's farm to table. Literally, we're feasting as we speak. Excuse me for drinking the beer so early in the morning, but I'm going to get used to this job, and I've got some amazing company here. One is Alex from Taste the Difference. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me. Tell me about what's going on this weekend.
So this weekend we're going to be having a 5-course beer local food focused dinner here at Belgiumtown Bar and Restaurant in Stevenson, Michigan, highlighting a lot of wonderful producers from the area, as well as the Barrel and Beam Brews from Marquette. This is their hometown, so it's great to have them back for this.
It is, and it's a 5-course pairing. So if you can't make the actual event because tickets are sold out, they've opened up the first 2 hours to a general tasting, and I've got the one and only Master Chef Peggy from Belgiumtown. Hi, good morning, Peggy.
Hi, good morning.
What do you have here in front of us for this morning?
We have a pork cutlet with spatzel noodles and a mushroom gravy, and then we also have the apple strudel.
Say no more. I'm going to go ahead and dig in. Talk to me, Alex, about this ingredient.
So it's really great. I think when you think local, you think of the local ingredients, but it's really wonderful to also think about the local cook or chef that is making your meals. So one of the really fun things about Belgiumtown is that we make a lot of things in-house. We spend time making the food. So Peggy pounded out those pork cutlets. Those are breadcrumbs that made the coating there. She made the spatzel herself in-house, and we kind of just let it speak for itself. And it pairs really well with this pivot point from Barrel and Beam, so we're really excited to see how those are going to go together. There's the caramel notes of the beer, which I think will match well with the cutlet, as well as there's a fruitiness to it, which will also complement it in the contrast of the flavors.
Excellent. So if you are at home and you can't make this and you want to have a pairing
For your own party at home, what is the key for mixing a beer with a typical ingredient like a pork that's going to be a strong ingredient?
You know, it kind of depends on, I think you want to have flavors that go well together, but it also is really great to have some contrast, like an acidity with a sweetness, because that helps you realize where the different flavors are in that dish. You know, your palate is awoken when you have those different strong flavors.
And Taste the Local Difference has a full-on product list right here that we can use if anyone needs
directions on where to get some of the produce. Is that right?
Yeah, so we produce this. It's free to anyone, this local food guide. It's a Michigan-wide, but you can also visit us online at localdifference.org.
Very cool, and it makes only an appropriate exit for my favorite new anchor with Fox. Thank you very much.
How great a job is Aaron doing, guys?
Oh, we're getting there. Don't say that yet. We're getting there. But I am live from Daggett for the first time. I'm sending it back to you, Andrew, back to the studio.
And I'm Samantha Rivera for TV6 News.
Thank you, Samantha and Aaron. We'll hear more from Samantha tomorrow about what she's doing next here at TV6 and Fox UP, so we're looking forward to that. And if you want to check out Belgiumtown Bar and Restaurant, that's in Menominee County between Stevenson and Daggett off of US 41 on Belgiumtown Road. As we continue